Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's your boy G, and Baki is one of the most popular fighting animes in today's age. Ever since Baki 2018 was released, we've seen so many people claim that when it comes to hands, no other anime can hold a candle. But I say bullshit. Before you say anything, I would say I am a fan of Baki, caught up with the manga, waiting for the next part, but the claim that no other anime can beat Baki characters is crazy. Sure, I could just say Saitama and call it a day, but what's the point of that? With so many other fighting anime slash mangas, I wanted to pick one that will fare up. Everyone likes to talk about characters from Keegan versus Baki, but that's been done to death already. I mean, if only Netflix had another fighting anime. Oh wait, they did. And I'm talking about the world's mightiest disciple, Kenichi. For my OGs that remember, the World's Mightiest checks all the boxes I needed. But for the people who don't know, the World's Mightiest Disciple is a fighting anime that follows Kenichi, who is tired of being weak. So after meeting a new student, Miyu, he joins her grandfather's dojo, the Ryosanbaku, and with the help of her gramps and 5 other masters, Kenichi becomes the world's greatest. I'm gonna talk more about the anime itself in another video, but for now, this is going to be a multiple part series in this channel where I put one character from each of the anime that are similar to each other to see who will win if they will duke it out. And for the first video of the series, I'm choosing the karate gods themselves, the god of war Doppo Orochi versus the 100-degree street fighter Shio Sakaki. So grab your lucky gi and your brown belt because it's time to duel.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, let's talk about the characters themselves. I'll start with Doppo Orochi. He made his first appearance in His Name is Baki manga series, and from there, Doppo has become a mainstay in the series, being one of the best martial artists in the group. Doppo is about 56 years old during the manga, and is one of the masters of Shinshin Shinkai Karate, which is the largest karate dojos in the world of Baki, having thousands of students. And in the start of the series, Doppo was stated to be in Yujiro's level at some point, and being able to go toe-to-toe with him. But after losing to Yujiro and losing his eye, he hasn't been able to keep up with that title. But that won't stop him. Hell, even for his age, we still haven't seen his quote-unquote prime yet. But he does get the title of God of War from one-shotting a tiger. And like I said, he is always ready for a fight, being in multiple fights with highly skilled fighters in the series. Now for Shio Sakaki from the Kenichi series, making his first appearance in chapter 7 in the manga, and became one of the masters of Kenichi, and a master of the Ryosanbaku dojo. Sakaki is one of the best karate masters in the Kenichi universe, even having the title of the 100-degree street fighter and knowing all styles of karate techniques. Like, look at this list I found on Wikipedia. Sakaki is 30 years old at the end of the manga and is so skilled in karate he was going to learn a skill called the killing fist. It's a technique that is the yin of martial arts. Sakaki is so skilled that he said that if he goes all out with Kisame, that only one of them will live after the fight. And that's being said, not only being highly skilled, he also has high mutant speed, strength, and durability. One point I will bring up that how Sakaki's aura is so crazy, he can make people weaker than him lose. That's right, this dude has hockey. But when it comes to feats, these two powerhouses have a bunch. I'll be starting off with Doppo. I've already mentioned the tiger moment that made him famous, and being able to hang with Yujiro. But during the prisoner arc, Doppo fights against Dorian, quite arguably the strongest prisoner in that arc. The same prisoner to get jumped by Baki and the group, and escapes and know this Kato. And during the fight with Dorian, Doppo was put into hypnosis state and was still able to fight and beat Dorian. But after that arc, we don't really see too much of Doppo. But most of the fights he does go into, he either loses or wins against the jobber. In the Baki fandom, Doppo is dubbed as a jobber, which sucks because a cool character as he is, he's not even top 3 in the Baki group, even though he still hasn't got to his prime yet. But at the age he is, he grows his skills every time we see him. He even said it himself that his son is way stronger than him. And yes, in the latest chapter, he does win against Kaya, a new character that was acknowledged by Yujiro and was also challenged by Jack. So who knows where Doppo was at this moment in his own group. Maybe he finally surpasses Baki. But for more feats, let's talk about the feat that everyone loves to talk about, that being him against Yujiro. But I'll talk more about that after this. So Doppo has his own manga series. It's kind of a thing that some of the characters get their own spin-off series. Hayama gets one, and Retsu got one, and Doppo has one. It follows Doppo at a young age facing against fighters that put him to the test, that being the blind fighter for one of them. But during his younger days, Doppo confronts Yujiro, the father of Yujiro, and the conversation between them was short, and only Doppo throws a kick. Well, it may or may not broke the jaw of Yujiro. It's debatable, but he did get a shot in Yujiro, so I'm going to put that as a feat. Now let's talk about Sakaki's feats. In the anime, he doesn't have much, mostly one-shotting goons and just teaching Kenichi karate, but in the manga, we get some more stuff about him. Like before joining Ryo's and Baki, he was working with the FBI and being a contender to learn the death fist technique. But I want to talk about his fight against Akira. In chapter 435 in the manga, Sakaki faces Akira, and during the fight, it was shown that their ki was so strong that it made everything around it look distorted. Now, to have your ki showing is some serious stuff. Hell, during the chapter when they clash, it looks like when Roger and Whitebeard clash, so I'm putting this as a feat itself. With all that being said, these two fighting will be an amazing fight to see. Two great karate masters from two great series, but I'm going to pick who I think will win, and that win is going to go to Sakaki. For a few reasons, let me explain. I feel when it comes to speed and strength, Sakaki got it in the bag. And don't get me doubted, Doppo is very skilled when it comes to karate, but Sakaki is more skilled. I would say Doppo is better when it comes to battle IQ, but other than that, Sakaki will win this battle mid-difficulty. But if you feel like Doppo will win, please tell me why in the comments. I would love to see why. Alright y'all, don't forget to leave a like if you liked the video, or if you're a fan of Baki and Kenichi. And also, don't forget to subscribe, because I will be making more types of these videos. And so, till the next one, peace.